Welcome back to Practical AutoCAD and Inventor. If you've ever created a drawing in AutoCAD and wondered, okay, but how tight should these dimensions actually be, then this video is for you. Because a drawing without tolerances isn't a manufacturing drawing, it's just a suggestion. In this video, we'll cover the different types of tolerances you can apply, how to add them directly to dimensions is in a one-off situation, and then how to create a dimension style for your tolerances. By the end of this video, you'll know how to confidently apply tolerances in AutoCAD without overcomplicating your drawings and without leaving critical details up for interpretation. Let's jump into AutoCAD and get started. So the part here that I have on the screen that's already fully dimensioned is based on this drawing right here. You'll see that I've got some of the dimensions in here have tolerances on them. So like the diameter of this hole is 0.502 over 500, meaning that the biggest that hole can be is 502 thousandths. The smallest it can be is 500 thousandths exactly. And you'll see that there are similar ones other places. We've got a ream here. We've got a limits tolerance here and a limit tolerance here. I'm not going to do the whole drawing, but I'm going to show you how to put them in so that you could possibly go back and do it on your own. And we're going to concentrate on this one right here so I can show you how it works in several different places. So I'm going to go into AutoCAD and we'll look here. It's this drawing right here, and this is what we want it to look like for this purpose, but we're going to actually jump into a different tab here, and this one is the same drawing, I just don't have dimensions applied to it, so that we can come in and discuss how that works. So let's talk about the dimension style first. If I go to my dimension style manager, you see that I've got a dimension style called ASME Y14.5. So it's based on, the ASME standards. And if I come in here and choose modify, you'll see that it's a decimal style with 2 places of precision, which is fairly standard on a lot of drawings in manufacturing. Now, of course, that's just a suggestion. So all of your title block should have someplace on them some sort of a statement like this, where it says, unless otherwise indicated, all of your dimensions are in inches, and your tolerance is as such. If it's 2 places, then your tolerance is plus or minus 0.01 or 1/100 of an inch. Or if your dimension goes to 3 places, then it's plus or minus 0.003 of an inch. And these, of course, will vary by your employer or your industry or that kind of thing, but you should have some sort of a statement on your title block so that everybody knows how to interpret a dimension that is shown like this. So if I were to come in here, for example, and just add a dimension, I'm going to add a dimension from there to there and drop it, you'll see that it says 0.50. So my thought on this would be, okay, the smallest that can be is minus 0.01, which would be 0.49, or the biggest it could be would be add that 0.51. But again, if we go back to this, we know that the biggest it can be is 0.502, the smallest it can be is 0.500. So we've got to change how we think about that. Now, if I want to just do a one-off, like just change this one dimension, I don't want to create a whole dimension style, you can do that using the Change Properties tool palette. So I'll type CH for Change Properties, and I'll select this dimension. You'll see here that it tells us we have a rotated dimension. And if I come down here to the bottom, I've got my tolerances panel, and you'll see that there is a tolerance display right now of none. So what I want to do is I want to change that, and I can change that to a few different types of tolerances. The first one is symmetrical, and if I hover over it here, you'll see that the option here is to say plus or minus a certain number, which is what we have in our statement down below. So I could change the numbers and say, if it's 0.50 plus 0.01 or minus 0.01. But the thing about this symmetrical one is the amount above and below that target dimension has to be symmetrical. The other one here is deviation, which is kind of like symmetrical, but it's saying plus this much or minus a different amount. So that gives us the ability to kind of get where we are. And I could use this one instead of the one that I'm going to use, which is limits, but it takes up more room. And so I'm going to use the limits tolerance because it shows the maximum size and the minimum size both on the same layer, or on the same line. Then we have limits, where we'll have our biggest one above and our smallest one below. And then finally you have basic, which again, with that box turned around it there, you would want to consult your title block, because there will be instructions about those somewhere on the title block. But we're going to choose limits here. Now when I do that, you'll notice a couple things changed. First of all, this leading zero appeared. We don't want leading zeros in here. That leading zero isn't adding any value to it. So I'm going to come down here, and you'll notice, I don't know, 5 or 6 down, you'll see it says tolerance suppress leading zeros. Right now the value is no, so I'm going to change that to yes, so it got rid of that leading zero. But the other thing is I want the other zero behind here. So right above that, where it says tolerance precision, I'm going to change my precision to 3 places. So now it's saying the biggest this circle can, or this slot can be, is 500 thousandths. The smallest it can be is 500 thousandths. But that, again, that's not really what I want here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change my upper tolerance. Notice that there's 2 right here. There's tolerance limit lower and tolerance limit upper. I'm going to change that upper, and I'm going to add 0.002, enter. And you'll notice that now my upper tolerance is 502, my lower tolerance is 500, and that's the way we wanted that to go. Okay, so that's my limits tolerance, and makes it super easy to work with. Okay, now if I wanted to do it the other way and have, you know, the other dimension style on there, let me just show that to you, because it's quite popular as well. Again, I'll pick this, I'll go to the bottom, and I'll say tolerance display. Instead, let's use that deviation. So now I need to come through and I need to make a few changes again. Again, that suppress leading zeros, I'm going to say yes. By the way, you never suppress the trailing zeros, because that's what gives you your tolerance. My tolerance precision, again, will be 3 places. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to say, okay, my upper tolerance will be 2 thousandths, 0.002, enter. And notice now I've got that same thing. So 500, and this would have to change as well. I'd add the 500 there, plus 2 thousandths or minus 2 thousandths. And I could get that done. So that's the way that's going to work. But again, you see how it takes up more space. So again, what I like to do is create that limits one so that it's there. And you can apply that all over the place. If I were to put one other one in, like maybe the diameter of this, if we switch back to this here, it's supposed to have 751 over 750. So it's a 1,000th of an inch. That's how close this one has to be for whatever reason. Okay, so I'll come in here and I'll say, okay, I want a diameter dimension, and I want a diameter dimension of this. And again, it's got to be much more precise than that. So I'll pick that dimension, I'll scroll to the bottom and say, again, I want to have that limits tolerance. So now I can fix those things. I don't want my leading zeros, so I'll turn those off. My tolerance precision, I'm going to put to 3 places. And now the upper tolerance, that one there, I'm going to say 0.001, enter, and now I've got my tolerance displayed the way that I want it to be. Okay, now, if you're going to be placing a lot of dimensions, it's kind of a drag to go through and have to change this every single time. So what you can do instead is you can create a dimension style for them. So I'm going to go back to my dimension style manager, and you can see here that I've got my dimension style. It's called ASME Y14.5, but this one has tolerance at the end. And the only thing that I really changed on this one is that on the tolerances tab over here on the right hand side, I said, okay, I want my precision to be 3 places, my lower value and upper value. I've left them both at 0 here. Oh, by the way, it's limits, right? Because that's what we want. My precision is 3 places. My lower value and my upper value, I had left them at 0 because I still may want to change those from time to time. But I can say OK. And oh, the other thing I did in here, if I go back to modify, is you want to make sure that you choose that option right there to suppress that leading 0. So now I can say close. And now when I want to apply the dimension style, okay, or the dimension, I'll come in here and I'll add that linear dimension back in here. Pick, drop. I left it on this one because I don't want all of my dimensions to have that dimension or that tolerance. I just want some of them, so I can now pick that and then choose the tolerance dimension that I want, this one here. Why did it not apply it? So we can come back in here and use my close change properties, and then I can just come in here and fix it. So oh, it's because I didn't change my tolerance precision to 3. So I'll say oops, 3, and now all I need to do is, again, on this one, the upper was going to be 502, so 0.002, right? And we'll say okay. So the thing I didn't change in my dimension style was that tolerance level here with the 3 zeros. But that's a super easy change. And now if I fix my dimension style, it's easy to come back in and just change the dimensions that you need. So that's how you're going to create and use your dimension tolerances in AutoCAD.